everybody. It's Minister JT Burks, aka Just True, because when it comes to the gospel, it's just true. There's no ifs, no ands, no buts. But what I want to get into today is, why am I pushing fathers' rights? The reason why I'm pushing fathers' rights is because it's due time. You know, again, like I said before, divorce is sky high. A lot of times people don't even get married. A lot of times people are just having casual relationships without any strings attached. So there's no commitment from the mom, there's no commitment from the dad on either side. But when a child is brought forth, it's like a woman has all the leverage in our court. But society reflects that the man is one of the most important parts in a child's life. And a lot of women would even admit that. So it's like, how can we fix a broken system that shows the need for a man to the max and balance out the relationship between father and mother? We need to find that common place. And what a lot of women fail to realize is, if you look at a bridge and you're foretold that, okay, walking across that bridge is going to collapse, you're going to fall into the ditch, you're going to fall into the water, you're not even going to begin, if you have any wisdom, to try to cross that bridge. That's how it is with a lot of fathers. So when your relationship dissolves, that man is automatically looking at it like, I'm not even going to try to fight for parenting time. I'm not going to try to fight for a child when I know I'm facing a losing battle. That may not make sense to you, but it's hard to feel so strongly towards something, already know you're fighting a losing battle. It's like, okay, say you have a job and you're a woman and you go to work and you put in 100%. 100%. Say you even put in 50%. Let's say that, because it should be 50-50 between male and female as far as their kid. And you go to get a payment and you get hit with 5% of what you deserve. After hearing so many other women tell you that, you're going to say working is in vain. So a lot of men hear from other men, when you go to court, brother, you're going to get railroaded. When you go to court, you're going to be taken advantage of. When you go to court, no matter how much sense you're making, no matter what you present, you're going to get hit with child support. You're going to get hit with limited time with your child. A lot of men say, well, I'd rather walk away. It may sound crazy to you, but just like you don't want to get paid 5% of putting in 100% or even putting in 50%, men don't want to get hit with 5% when they love their child 100%. If not more, just the same as the mother. So the reason why I'm pushing fathers' rights is to give men leverage, to make it even across the board. This is also beneficial for women, because it's not taking women's rights, it's just making it even across the board. That when you come into court, it's a blank canvas for both individuals. Not a privilege and more leverage because she's the mom, not at a disadvantage because he's the father. That's why I have www.change.org/user/thy-fathers. And I'm pushing Thy Father's intuition bill for father equals rights, because it's needed. All our lives as men, we're told, you're going to be the one to leave. Women, be careful, because once he gives you that 8 pounds of responsibility, he's going to leave. You better use a contraceptive. You better be abstinent, because if not, he's going to leave you. He's going to go to the next girl that's going to do the same thing, and he's going to do the same thing, and he's going to leave. But when you become a man, or even as a teenager, and a girl say, I'm pregnant, a woman say, I'm pregnant, you're like, wow, really? And then when life is brought forth and you're in the delivery room, or you hear about it, you see your child for the first time, it's wow. But why, when it comes to us going to court, they take our wow moment? They take our heart, and is not supposed to beat and live and long for our child. See, so that's distasteful to a lot of us brothers. that my whole life I'm taught in middle school that I'm going to be the one to leave. I'm going to be the one to forsake my responsibility. But when I go to court, when I plead with the mother, let's be fair here. Or even in a lot of cases nowadays, she the one to leave. She's the one that cheats. She's the one that forsakes responsibility. Contrary to what we learned in school, contrary to what we learned growing up, but I'm railroaded. I'm kicked to the side. But then I'm supposed to bear all this responsibility when my child drops out of high school. When our child get killed. When our child become a statistic, I'm supposed to bear the brunt of the ridicule. You should have never left. You should have stayed. Well, that's a heck of a thing to say to a lot of men who tried to fight for their marriage, who tried to fight for their relationship. For a lot of men till this day, no matter how they've been treated, still respect the mother of their children. Still send Mother Day cards. Still wish happy birthday. Still wish happy holidays. No matter how crazy the situation may have been, there's a lot of good brothers out there. White, black, Spanish, it don't matter across the board. So father's equal rights is to make it even. To give men that peace of mind that, you know what, when I go to court, if I present a good case, I'm at least going to walk out with split time. I'm at least going to walk out, hey, I don't care to pay child support. My child needs that support. But let it be allocated in a responsible way. Not where I come to pick my child up and he or she is looking crazy, but some new boyfriend or some new girlfriend who's in the picture got new sneaks, necklaces, got all the brand new clothes, and my child is looking like they don't have someone to care for them. That's why men get upset. But then society's going to tell me that if I try to be on top of things, I'm possessive. I'm controlling. I want to be in control. I still have feelings for her. I can't let go. When we're attached at the hip because of life that we brought forth, that I couldn't have brought forth without her and she couldn't have brought forth without me. So we have to fix this broken system. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to knock women. I'm not trying to knock men. But this is something that gives the person who has been responsible leverage, no matter the sex. If you're a person who has 5 felonies, don't expect to go to court even when it comes to your child to have leverage. If you're a person who haven't paid child support, who don't have a job, who's not willing to work for anything, whether male or female, don't expect to go into court and have a say-so when you don't even have a say-so in your own life. That is crazy to see a woman, to see a man who's not willing to work for anything, want a handout, don't even care. A lot of men are in situations where you see the mother is heartless, is not as maternal as everybody says she should be, but when you go to court, they acting like she is. That's hard to take. A lot of men see that women frown their face when it comes time to change a pamper. Frown their face and give attitude and want to forsake their responsibility when you're in a relationship and the baby's crying in the middle of the night. Don't want to get up and make a bottle. Don't want to get up and change the child if they throw up. Don't want to go to the store and buy the child the onesies and the pacifiers and the things that they need, the toys and all that type of stuff. Don't want to spend time with the child. Want the relationship to come over the child, even though the child needs the mother. A lot of men have been in situations where they have been the one willing to wake up 2-3 times in the night with a smile on her face. Take it gladly. But when they go to court, they're saying she's more maternal than you. She needs this child. Because you're a man, you just need to go somewhere in a corner and just man up and don't worry about it. Don't care what your child is being exposed to. That's a heck of a thing to say to an individual who loves their child, shares their features, got their blood also running through their veins, and you're going to turn him away and tell him he can't be what society say he needs to be. That's all. I mean, there's a lot of women out there that understand what I'm saying. And there's a lot of women who don't understand, but I'm telling you straight up like this from a man's point of view. A lot of men can't take it. They can't take it. The rejection, the hurt, so they'd rather forsake it all. They can't take you having that control. And there's nothing wrong with you having that control, but it should be 50-50. But a lot of men, I wouldn't say they're weak, but men, our heart is different. If I can't really have an impact, then I don't want to be responsible for it falling through. And that's on a job, that's in church, that's in family, that's in anything. Men don't want to go through that. You know, women, we love you with the passion. We want to see you succeed as the mother of our children, whether we're with you or without you. But don't subject yourself to less by trying to prove a point or just survive. Do what's going to make society better. Help your kid's father. As we want to try to help you. Some of the responsible men. We can't speak for everybody. So even though you have had a bad experience, I'm sorry for that. But don't lump us all together, because we don't lump y'all all together. Again, you know, I love you. God loves you more. But help me in this initiative to push father right by signing a petition and just supporting. When you see the roadside signs and the rallies that we're going to have coming forward, just support us. Women, we need you. Men, we need you to stand up and do what we are purposed to be. Men, for our women, for our children, for our society. God bless.